Right quick, you better be excited about this one because long suffering is different from patience. Long suffering is self-restraint. It is the opposite of revenge. Oh shucks, I feel like preaching here now.
Get your help
you
now.
got to realize that there's some people and there's some things you want to go off about. Oh, and when you want to go off about it, you ought to be glad that you had some long suffering in your life because you committed to, by the power of God, to have some self-restraint against that situation. And when they push you, when they try to make you do what you didn't know that you should not be doing, you had some self-restraint and say, go on and mess with me now. I'm not going to mess with you because I'm bigger than that. I'm greater than that. I'm more powerful than that. Is there anybody that ever been in the grocery store, somebody skipped you in your line and you sure enough wanted to go off on them, but you just bit your tongue. You just stood right there. You know, when you got up to the dock, you got up to check out, they missed the coupon that the waiter gave to you because you stood in line. They saw you being blessed and they saw you standing there not messing up, and they said, well, since you let them go ahead of you, I'm going to go ahead and give you the blessing. I'm going to go ahead and give you the break. I'm going to go ahead and give you the discount. Don't you know a blessing delayed is not a blessing denied? Just because it may not happen right now don't mean it's not going to happen. Just because it hadn't worked for you today don't mean it's not going to work for tomorrow. Somebody in here ought to give God a hand praise because where you are right now is not where you always going to be.
Hallelujah.
Somebody say, I suffered long.
Jesus.
Oh, but I suffered strong. I waited for that husband to get it together. I suffered long, but I suffered strong. I waited for that boy. I waited for that girl. I waited for that wife. I waited for that woman to get it together. I waited for it. I waited for it. And even when I least expected, don't you know sometimes God will put you at the end of your wait before he provides a breakthrough?
He will.
I wish I had 5 people in here. That's why it's so good to stay to the end of the service because God might not move until the last minute of the service. And if you walk out early, you've been done missed it. Why? Because you did not suffer long, because you were not patient. Oh, but how many of you know that sometimes the manifested blessing God will send right at the end? In other words, the greatest time of night is right before day. And you got to realize that when he says weeping may endure for a night, joy cometh in the morning. You got to wait until your morning comes. Push your neighbor and say, neighbor, I hear your alarm clock about to go off. You better get ready for what God's getting ready to do. You better watch out there now and believe that God's getting ready to wake you up. He's getting ready to push you out of your slumber. He's getting ready to push you out of your sleep. I wish I had 5 people to jump up on your feet right quick and sit back down and say, thank you, Jesus.
Hey!
Now here's the part that really